Welcome to P&B Sports Show. I'm your host, Abel Sunday, and after the international break, the Premier League is back. And oh, what a weekend it's been! Liverpool misery continues as the Reds struggle to find their rhythm, while Manchester United seems to have picked up right where they left off, grinding out results and keeping the momentum alive. Joining me to break it all down is our ever sharp Walter Odige, joining us virtually from Lagos and from the ancient city of Benin, our in-house analyst, Eru John. Grab your teacup because P&B Sport start now. Welcome back. It's the P&B Sport right here from the nation's capital. And gentlemen, welcome to the show. It's been drama, goals, and plenty of talking points across the Premier League. But hey, before we go there, Africa have done it again. Yesterday, Morocco won 2-0 against Argentina. What a week that was, or rather, what a moment for Africa yesterday.
Yeah, a big victory, a big victory. You know, the under 20 World Cup is not something that African have shined brightest in. No, only previously we had just one winner previously, and that is Ghana. So Morocco in their first final, playing against an Argentina side that that was their seventh final, and they've been champions 6 times. And Morocco was able to dominate that game and a convincing 2-0 victory. Yeah, that's such a good performance. So yes, congratulations to Morocco, congratulations to African football.
And what do you have to say about that yesterday?
Okay, good morning. Thank you once again for having me. Like Walter said, I share his sentiments. That's really a huge one. I call that a statement-making victory. That goes to make a statement for Morocco as a nation and for Africa as a continent. It was a huge one. Going into that game, I believe most people would have tipped Argentina to win, considering their track record. Like Walter said, they've been into 7 finals, they won 6. You that is the opponent, you reduce your chances of winning by yourself. But then Morocco showed presence. And the last time we talked about them on this show, I said something that when proper planning meets preparation, you will always get results. This goes to show how much, the last time I was here, I told you how much they've invested in their sports, in that nation. So how much they've invested, and then these are the results you get for such things. Now tell me why such a nation will not want to invest more in their sports when they are getting the results. I also see this victory as a challenge to other African nations. Nigeria, most importantly, the need for improvement in our sport, football and life generally. It goes to show a lot. There is need. It is more than just talent. It is more than having players with the talent. It is investing in them properly. It is taking care of them properly. And then you will always get the results. Congratulations to Morocco and congratulations to Africa.
Well, congratulations to Africa, like you rightly said, and also to Morocco. And although I'm jealous, it could have been Nigeria, but what will I say? We are all one. Morocco, Nigeria is Africa. Pardon?
When we are ready as a nation, we will get this. But now we are not ready.
Okay, let's dive into the conversation. Let me start with Walter. Walter is a Manchester United fan, no doubt about it. Yesterday, you guys put Liverpool to their nails. And Walter, is it that Liverpool is so bad that Man U could, or is it that Liverpool is so bad, or Manchester United is so good? I don't know. I just want you to put those permutations together. Is it that one of the team is so bad that makes Manchester United, that has been paralyzed through the beginning of this season, had to meet Liverpool at Anfield? And if you recall, the last time they got all 3 points from Anfield was 2016, and now they did it. So I don't know. I don't want to hear your opinion before I go over to
That's a very good question.
To Eru.
I think that's a very good question to ask. It is Manchester. not that much. It can't be Manchester United that is so good. It is definitely Liverpool that is so bad because this is their third straight defeat. I'm sorry,
fourth straight defeat. Yeah, 3 in Premier League, 1 Champions League.
Yes. Even Amorim, all his all the bashing he has gotten since his appointment as Manchester United manager, he hasn't gone 4 straight defeats. He has not gone 4 straight defeats. So it's a really, really poor result, and it shows how where Liverpool are as a football club right now. So for me, I think it's Liverpool that is so bad. And if you ask me, why are the champions, the Premier League champions, they won the league convincingly, winning it with about 5 games to spare. They won the league last season with about 5 games to spare, and they went on to have a summer where they, I think, spent over £400 million. So what has happened? What has changed? Why am I saying it is that such a thing? A champion that spent £400 million has become so bad, and I think the analysis is plain and simple. Liverpool had a terrible summer transfer business.
Are you there, Walter?
Yeah.
Okay, you are done with your point.
No, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. We're not hearing you before. I can hear you now.
Oh, sorry about that. So I was saying they had a terrible summer business. They had terrible business. You can't spend. I can't remember the last time a club spent such an amount of money, and you cannot. There's nothing to show for it. You're looking at the 2 fullbacks they got, Kekes and Frimpong. Frimpong is not even starting. Kekes, Frimpong. Then you look at Florian Wirtz. You could not start your 150 million euros striker. So that is not good enough as well. Then you look at I don't see the need for signing Isak and signing Ekitike. I don't understand how that is possible. Like, I am really, really surprised that how do you sign Ekitike for 80 million, then you went ahead and signed Isak again for 130 million. So I think Liverpool got their summer business wrong. And what that's done, because you might be arguing that but they still have most of the players that they had last season, they still have them within this season. So why has things changed so badly? Yes, things have changed so badly because it has been their summer business have unsettled the squad. Their summer business, sometimes you sign this out yesterday, obviously, Ekitike should have started the game if you are using what they played this season. If you want to use form, if you want to use who's good. But now you have a striker that you signed for £130 million, and it's a big game. And this is already 10th game of the season, so there's nothing like he's trying to come into the squad. This is the 10th game of the season. So you have to start the striker for £130 million because it's a big game and you need the big players to step up. And of course, that's unsettled the squad because I would have personally gone for what's it called, Ekitike to start that game, going by form for this season. So it's all over the place. It's Liverpool a poor side right now, a very, very poor side. And when they got that equalizer, somebody summed it up perfectly where it was like a kid who, did in a maths class, did the wrong solving, did the wrong calculation, and just arrived at the final answer. So a draw or even a victory for them yesterday after that performance would have been, snatching, getting the final result without the performance. I think United were deserving of that victory yesterday. United were very deserving of that victory, and yes, maybe might be the turning point for Amorim and Manchester United.
Okay, well, if you guys put 2 wins together, you say it's a turning point. Again, you see on them, they are playing Brighton next, so we'll see what happens. Let me go back to Eru. Don't worry, I'm not trying to banter you, Walter. Yeah. Let me come back to you. Eru, will Liverpool? Can I say Liverpool was lucky last season to win the league? And if you want to take down all the data, you see that they spent less last season and they won the league, and they are spending so big this season, and the team is in disarray as we speak. Do you get? So I don't know what do you have to make up of this. I'm thinking that they have one of the best striker in England. I will call it that, Isak. And if you see his contribution last season with Newcastle, you will tell that yes, he's somebody is Premier League proven. But with such a team, with Mohamed Salah, with everybody in that team, still yet nothing is going on. They've won 4, 3 leagues back to back, 3 leagues back to back, 1 Champions League against Galatasaray.
Okay. Let me quickly put this out there. I have a Manchester United jersey. As a matter of fact, I buy Manchester United jersey every season.
Okay.
I only wear it the day I want to support Manchester United.
Wow.
I have witnesses to this. Tom is a witness. I wore that jersey yesterday. Although sometimes when I wear it to support them, they lose. But yesterday, I wanted them to win. I cannot tell you why. I don't have a reason why. I just had it in my spirit that I want Manchester United to win. So whenever I want to support them, I wear that jersey to watch the match. And I did, and it came out well. But then to answer your question, like what I rightly said, I think Annie Slot was it was covered by the grace and the wings of Jurgen Klopp last season. I'll tell you why. Most of the players he came to meet in the squad were players that were used by Jurgen Klopp. He made little or no signings last season. There were players that he already came to meet. They still had the momentum. They still had the class. The likes of Luis Diaz, all of them, they were all together. They were still compact. And then I think that was what helped them last season. If you watch Liverpool last season, the tactics, the gameplay was everything that Jurgen Klopp was using. There was little or no changes. He did not change the formation. He did not change the tactical style of play that he used. But I think this season came, and then he already made a statement being the new sheriff in town. He wanted, and that's what every manager wants to do. He wanted his own squad. He wanted his own kind of players. He wanted his own style. And then, like my colleague rightly said, Walter, he made very wrong summer signings. I lost it when he signed Ekitike. Ekitike was already performing because Alexander Isak's transfer came with a lot of drama and saga. So that signing was not made early. You want to sign a striker. You've already signed one for 80 to 90 million euros. He's already scoring goals. He's already performing. I think he scored in his debut. He scored in back-to-back games, like 3-4 times. You are still insisting on going to sign another striker, not even as a backup, for 130 million, because you cannot sign a striker for 130 million euros and tell me that it's a backup striker. That's obviously a lie. And then you sign another striker for 90 million. Is it the one you sign for 90 million you want to use as a backup striker? I began to wonder, what is this man trying to prove? And then you go to sign a Flora with a one-season player for 150. And then I began to, what are you doing? You sell the likes of Luis Diaz. You let the likes of Javier Elliott go. And then it became a source of worry for me. If you watched them yesterday, you see that he was confused. He didn't know what to do. You have a natural fullback on the bench, Frimpong. You want to play Manchester United side. You are using Saboslai to play 2. This guy legit just had to step in for the time being when Frimpong was injured. It is not his position. That he had a good game there does not make him a fullback. Like what I rightly said, the moment I saw the formation yesterday, I started dancing. I said, finally, Manchester United will win today that I've decided to support them. I'll tell you why I told myself that Manchester United will win the game. When I saw Alexander Isak on the starting lineup, I made bold to tell you, I knew they were not going to win the game. I have watched him this season. Is Isak a good player? Yes. Why he has not found his feet at Liverpool, I honestly cannot tell 100. I just feel like the entire team is in disarray at this point. But then, there was an Ekitike who was doing so well till you dropped him to the bench. I cannot remember a bad game that Ekitike has had since he came to Liverpool. As a matter of fact, Ekitike came in yesterday at about the 70th minute or thereabouts. What he played in 20 minutes is way better than what Isak played in 70 minutes. And that tells you a lot. In fact, in his first 10 minutes on the pitch, he already had 3 attempts on goal. Isak struggled to make a single attempt on goal yesterday. And then you now ask yourself, what is the coach doing? Mohamed Salah, I thought some people don't like me because of my analysis of football, because I will always say the truth. I don't know how to massage the truth. I told people last season that Mohamed Salah is washed. All he does now is to score easy goals. Give me the ball, pass the ball to me, I tap it in, I jab the ball into the goal. He does nothing again as a winger. I'm not discrediting him, he's a good player, but his age is already telling on him. I feel like his prime has passed, but people refuse to listen. You saw him yesterday, he struggled to make a complete dribble. A winger, he struggled to create a single chance, he struggled to give assists, nothing. So what exactly? And then there was a Federico Chiesa on the bench. I understand that Salah has a good record against Manchester United of scoring against them. That could be one of the factors why he played. He even missed a clear chance on goal. So you now begin to what is an slot doing? The only standout player yesterday for the Liverpool side was Cody Gakpo. Every other person was they were not just it. And then they also have a problem at the back. The goalkeeper, Alisson, is injured. The present goalkeeper not tell anything good about him. And then there's a Van Dijk that I have never liked. I have never liked Van Dijk. Even at his prime, I never saw him as because when I was playing active football, I was a defender. I have never seen Van Dijk I always see Van Dijk as a sweeper defender. And I don't rate sweeper defenders. I will always pick the person that knows how to tackle, the person that knows how to play the club. So if you even watch the game yesterday, Konate was the heart of that defense. Van Dijk was little or nowhere to be found. And so it is a problem. I feel the problem of Liverpool, one, is the kind of signings they made, because right now the coach is struggling to how do you tell the press that a 150 million Flora which is on the bench? How do you tell the press that a 90 million Ekitike is on the bench? How do you tell the press that Alexander Isak that you signed for 130 million is on the bench? How do you tell the press that Frimpong is on the bench? What? So the coach is having a hard time, a sincere hard time. And then the team put together, well, I don't want to call it fatigue, they are washed at the moment. They may bounce back later, but at the moment they are completely washed. Manchester United played a good game. They played better. They showed that they needed the win more. I was even angry when Liverpool equalized. I was sincerely angry. Yes, did Cody Gakpo deserve a goal? Yes, he played so well, hitting the bar twice. He was outstanding, but I was angry because I was telling my friend that we were watching together that if they take out Amad Diallo, Liverpool will equalize, because I saw him as he was the rock in that game. He was the one pushing the attack. He was marking so well. But I understand the coach's perspective. He was already on a yellow card, and then before you know it, Casemiro, another player who was marking so well, got a yellow card. So it became a problem. But kudos to Manchester United. They at least this should be the second time I'm supporting them this year. They went on to win. So God bless them. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your analysis, Eru. Martins Umbamo was clinical yesterday. Cunha was fantastic. And again, what even struck my imagination was Maguire. Maguire now came and he has done that consecutively. I think he has done that for like 4 or 5 times, scoring the winning goal for Manchester United. But we don't have enough time to talk about that. But let's move to the next story. Arsenal start always very well. Now, I think they are 4 points clear on the top of the table. They always start so well, but when it comes to January, I think that is where their mystery begins, or nightmare. Sometimes they even go past January when it's coming close to wrap up. That is where their misery always starts. But could this season be different? Because now they complain about depth all this while, but I think they have depth this time. But could this be their season? Because if they fail to win this time, now that Liverpool is not at their good form, Manchester United also not in their good form. We have Chelsea. Chelsea is also coming up. I'm supposed to talk about it, but Chelsea is also coming up. Manchester City is still not in a good form. So I think it's a time for them to really grab it this time. But if Arteta fails to win this season, this season, if Arteta fails to win this season, don't you think he will be shown the exit door? Let me start with Water before I go over to Eru quickly.
Yesterday when I was watching the Liverpool game, the first thing I thought was this is Arsenal season. Like I think we have a straight run up because people say Manchester City. I don't see Manchester City as a team that's good enough to that this. They are relying heavily on it. They are just an Haaland injury away from. If you ask me, I think they'll struggle without Haaland. And that being said, Arsenal are a very, very, very good side. To watch them, yes, they didn't look like they were going. They didn't look like they didn't brush aside, but the key things they didn't look like they were going to lose that game. They didn't look like they were going to give away chances. It looked like they were going to get upset in that game, and they finally found a way to score. And now they can do many ways. So I think it's Arsenal season. It's finally going to be Arsenal season. But that said, I won't be surprised if Arsenal bottle.
Okay, quickly, in 1 minute or two, please, because we are running out of time. In a minute, please, quickly, your thought on Arsenal, please, in 1 minute, keep it very simple.
Arsenal will bottle the league. I will place my money on it any day, anytime. Arteta cannot.
That's a Chelsea fan bias. Yeah.
What they are doing now is what we have been saying for the past 3-4 seasons. They will soon be done with the party. The party will soon close.
No, nobody told them. That's the difference.
Pep Guardiola is coming. Pep Guardiola is coming.
Okay, on that note, I want to thank you because we don't have time again. Thank you so much. We don't have time already. My producer is driving me out of the studio. We don't have time again. John and Walter Odige, thank you so much for your analysis on our sports show this morning. Thank you so much. Okay, that is also our show this morning. You can connect with on all social media platforms on YouTube and Facebook at Politics and Business TV.English. Then on IG at P&B TV_English, on X at P&B TV_ENG. I'm Abel Sunday, and from me and the entire team right here in Abuja, I say goodbye.